Welcome to Star Certification International's introductory session on GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation.
The GDPR is an European Union regulation designed to harmonize data privacy laws across Europe, as well as give greater protection and rights to all individuals within the European Union.
The GDPR comes into full force on May 25, 2018. Although it is an EU regulation, it has a global impact. What does it mean for you as an organization?
If your organization currently offers goods or services to European Union citizens, even if it is located outside of this zone, it is subject to the GDPR.
It is important to know that if your organization fails to comply, you risk fines of up to €20 million, or 4% of your annual global turnover, whichever is higher.
Which data must be protected? You must protect all unique data that can be used to identify a person, including names, ID numbers, financial data, IP addresses, location data, and cookies.
If you are wondering where to begin, start by checking if all personal or sensitive data resides securely and is being used for the declared purposes only. Also ensure that only eligible users have access to it. In a nutshell, the key requirements of the GDPR regulation are: when an organization collects personal data, it must first gain explicit consent from the data subject, including the ability to opt out. This data must be stored in an auditable and secure way. Consent is covered in Article 7 and 8 of the GDPR regulation.
Another requirement is that the individual should have access to his or her personal data collected. Also, provision must be made for the data subject to correct or modify the information, and even take complete control over it, in order to switch to another provider or service. This is reflected in Article 15 and 16.
Erasure, also sometimes referred to as the right to be forgotten, gives the data subject the right to ask the organization to forget or erase all personal data. However, other regulations requiring record retention can take precedence over erasure. Article 17 discusses erasure in more detail.
And finally, data protection and security is required by design of this regulation. This includes secure storage of data, such as encryption, data minimization, and controlled access to data and applications. These requirements are covered in Articles 25 and 32. To summarize Tory Harris India's main activities towards GDPR compliance: it will ensure that all contracts with European Union clients are in line with GDPR requirements. All employees will be made aware of GDPR requirements and Tory Harris policies towards data protection and security. Auditable tracks created of all data processed at Tory Harris for European Union citizens. Strengthened network security to protect against breaches.
Star Group will work closely with your team to help your organization get compliant with GDPR's requirements. We look forward to your cooperation. Thank you.